even about anything about the rare parts or rare something, chassis, engine. It's just the simplest thing. It's just the style. That's it. And you know, it's the style. And you cannot pay for style.
You cannot pay for style, that's true.
You know? And you just have it naturally, or you don't.
You have to have views
Yes.
of the car.
Yes.
What you're gonna do. You're gonna try everything.
Yeah. This thing is so cool.
All right, people, listen up here. There's less than 2 weeks left for you to win Ken Block's very own Ford Focus ST. Yes, it's real. This is not CGI. We're not that techie. Entering is simple. For every dollar you spend at Hoonigan.com, gets you one entry into this giveaway. You have to do nothing else. Don't miss out on your opportunity to own one of Ken Block's very own cars. You win a car, we lose a car, and you know what that means? Room for more cars. So head on over Hoonigan.com because there's only 2 weeks left.
What's up, guys? Larry Chen here. Welcome to another episode of Hoonigan Autofocus. I'm here with my good friend JT, Joel, who you've seen many of his builds on the Hoonigan Autofocus channel as well as the Hoonigan bonus channel. Of course, there's his famous owner's type, Willys Jeep. And then we have two of his awesome Hakosukas. One is a right-hand drive. And one is a left-hand drive that we recently featured that he built for the SEMA show. Today, we're actually going to talk about his Trueno. Is this called a mango?
Yes, it's a family of mango, but this front end is the first generation of Trueno.
Why is it called a mango?
The body style, it's shaped like a mango.
Not because of the color?
No.
I mean, look at this orange. It's like a mango color. Or maybe like a papaya, I don't know. But the thing is, we were just kind of shooting the shit. We were just talking kind of about Southern California car culture. And the funny thing to me is that I kind of feel like I've infiltrated the Filipino classic old school JDM car scene, haven't I?
Yes, a lot of Filipino wants to see you there back home.
Okay, yeah, I really want to go to the Philippines. I've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram, actually. Can you introduce me? Can you take me to the Philippines? Where would we go? We'd go to Manila?
Manila, yeah.
And the car scene there is pretty big, right?
The Filipino likes cars. Like me when I was a kid. When I see a mango in Green Hills every Saturday night, and I cannot afford it back then. That's why I built a Jeep in the Philippines when I was 15 years old.
It's kind of so interesting to me to see the cars that we fall in love with, that we see as kids, and A, potentially we couldn't afford it back then, and B, it's just not so much that these were super expensive either. Mm-hmm. It's just one of those things where we love them and we want to tune them and we want to fix them up because of the fact that we grew up around them. And I always think that's very, very interesting. But today we're shooting the shit. I'm kind of checking out JT's more recent builds, or more recent build that we're actually going to check out. But a lot of you guys probably can't grasp the fact that he actually builds all of these amazing cars in his backyard, legitimately.
Yes, it is, because I can afford the shop. That's why I learn on my own.
And that's the thing, is you just tinker in your backyard,
yeah,
on your free time.
All of my parts right there.
So let's check it out. So you got your 1946 Willys Jeep here. You got your most recent SEMA car here. And then of course it's great. I like that the garage is reserved for Skylines only. Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty cool. And then we kind of go to the workshop area. if you guys can believe it or not, every one of his cars have been built in this backyard. Legitimately, rain, sunshine, all of it. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter winter or summer.
Winter, summer, and it's funny because you have to remove that fence, right? And you have to build a ramp.
Yes, if the car is done, have to move the fence and swing it over there. Just put some bricks in right there, and it's gonna hit the road.
That's awesome. So it spends a lot of time here. I mean, like, you have all your parts laid out, your bolts. That's the engine that you actually pulled out of this.
Yes.
Can you tell me, what is this car?
It's a 71 Toyota Corolla Mango. I bought it 4 years ago from my friend. It's been sitting here for the last 4 years. It comes with the engine, just only engine, no transmission, no wiring, not everything. And I built it. I wired it out to the ECU. JDM California hooked me up about the engine.
And so this is what is this? The
It's
13B, right?
13B Turbo 2.
Okay. Out of FD or
FD.
7. Okay. And then so they hooked you up with a beams motor, which you're actually going to you actually put a turbo kit on it already.
It comes with the turbo.
All right. So this obviously the beams motor, it was never available in the US. It's a Japan only,
Came from Altisa.
as we would call it, the IS300 here in the US, but in Japan it came in the Altezza. This is pretty cool. It's Yamaha engine, right? 3SGE. So essentially you made it into a 3SGET, and it's going to be in this Corolla. But what is going on with this Corolla? Like, it has a cage, but it's so weird. It has like this normal seat in it. What's going on with this?
I think they raced it in the 90s. They modified a lot from the body, from the flooring to the back. And that's about it, I guess.
It's so crazy because it's like all boxed up and it's so weird. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. Like, the rear end is insane. So there's like no floor at all. It's just like a whole, like all tube chassis.
It has a A86 rear end on it.
Did you put that in? The A86?
It was there already.
Okay.
And it's a 3-link instead of a lip spring.
Ah. I don't even know what to say about it. So what are you actually going to do with this?
This gonna be racing and street daily.
So you're going to actually turn it back into a more usable car.
Yes, yes.
Do you think you're going to be able to put a passenger seat there?
I'm thinking about it. I guess yes. I'm just gonna put another seat in it. Cut most of the frame, so I can use it as a passenger seat.
Wait, can you open the door right now? I love that you're ready already with this Sawzall.
It just ran out of battery.
You're ready already to kind of modify it, but this thing is so weird. I'm thinking that this was probably pretty fast with a 13B in it. It's just so crazy looking. I mean, legitimately, guys, this blows me away every time I come here and I see that JT builds these cars legit in his backyard. I mean, like, that's his neighbor over there. They probably have no idea like awesome car culture is happening right next door. This is just so crazy. So how long do you think it'll take for you to finish this project?
Well, I still need the map sensor on it and turbo piping and wire it up, and it's gonna start. I just need a drive shaft though. That's it. It's gonna run. It was running when that engine was there.
Well, let's check out your Mango. It's actually one of the first cars that I've actually ever seen of yours, because Lewis did a full shoot on it. But since then, you've kind of updated a couple things. Tell us a little bit about this. Like, where did you actually buy this?
I bought it in the valley, 2 Mangoes, and I sold the other one. It's a converted right-hand drive.
Oh, okay. So you actually got a right-hand drive dash and everything?
Yes.
To convert it into right-hand drive?
Came from different place in the world to get that parts.
Where did you get the dash from?
The dash, I get it from Manila, from Marlon. The center cluster came from Yahoo, Japan. And the center console came from the Philippines.
So you've been collecting parts for this for a
Yes.
while then?
The seat cover came from New Zealand.
Wow, they look brand new. I really like them. So they're all reupholsters and everything? You did all of that yourself?
it's a skin.
Right.
Yeah. The door panel too is only for a Sprinter. You can see there is this S.
Oh, where did you get that?
From the Philippines.
So is it one of those things where in the Philippines, are they really into this kind of car? Is that why there's so
Yes.
many spare parts for it? I mean, are these replica or are they new old stock?
It's a old one.
Oh, okay. All right, so all of this is new old stock that you got from the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Okay, let's check around the back here. I love the speakers that you have here.
Yeah, it's old school.
PS55, old school Pioneer speakers. But this, it just looks so cool. I mean, it kind of has that like RX-3 vibe
RX-3.
a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
it looks like that.
I like it actually with that old school plate too.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about this exhaust. It looks pretty interesting.
Oh, its exhaust is just it's a straight pipe and nothing special. I just put a stainless steel muffler on it.
So did you have to redo this stuff? Any of
Yeah,
this
I
stuff?
have to rechrome that front and back and to make it look nice.
So, okay, you were kind of telling me a little bit about the wheels. What's the story with these wheels?
That wheels, when I bought the car, it comes with it. It's an old school Gotti. They said they used that in Toyota racing back then, and they just pick it up that wheels in a Toyota museum in Torrance.
They actually bought it from the museum.
They just give it away, and then they just took it from there.
Oh. Tell me a little bit about the headlights. What's going on
The
here?
headlight is just a cover
Uh-huh.
to look like it's a racing.
Because you actually had headlights in this before.
Yes, I do.
Okay. And where did you get the chin here?
The Chen came from Yahoo, Japan.
So you're just collecting parts all over the world for this, pretty
Yes,
much.
that's correct.
Have you done anything to the engine here?
The engine is built by Steve Import across street. Has a SK Racing carburetor. It's a rare carbs.
So what engine is this actually?
It's a 2TG and now it's a 3TG because has a 3T block on it. So it's a stroker. They built the head from a different manufacturer. Like the head, like the bulbs came from Toyota Tacoma and the spring came from LS1. Cams is regrind.
It's just a mismatch of parts
It's Bishma.
to kind of put this together. And the transmission is stock on this?
Yeah, it's a T50 transmission. The headers is a TRD, old school TRD 4-to-1.
So how much power does this make?
I don't know yet, but
What's your guess?
maybe 150.
That would be pretty good. So how many liters is this?
The 2TG came with the 1.8 engine. Since I upgrade the bottom end to 3T, cams is 281, so it's a 2-liter engine.
Yeah, there's just a lot of interesting things. I mean, since I've seen it before, it honestly looks like a brand new car now. I mean, you've refreshed so much of it. So, like, did you have to redo the rubber?
It's a
and
brand
stuff
new,
like that?
yeah. It's this rubber just exclusively for Trueno. There's no insert on it.
Oh, I see. Otherwise, it usually has like a
yeah,
metal.
the USDM has an insert,
Ah.
something like a stainless steel, something like that. And the bend is for Trueno, and the gas cap it's for Trueno either.
It's a cool design. I like that. This is such a cool car. I just love these so much. I just don't see them on the street really. The interior is so clean. Like the gauges, everything, even that little black off plate where you would normally have a radio.
It's not been running for the last couple of years.
I like that it's right-hand drive though. It is pretty interesting to kind of see this. Who signed this actually?
Signed by Rocket Bunny by itself.
Oh, it's K-Mara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he got one the same exactly model, but it's white.
This is kind of one of those builds where it's just like a legitimate backyard build. But I love highlighting JT's cars. They all have so much character, and it's just amazing to me, kind of the I guess, so much of the style that he comes up with to put these together. It's so clean and it's done so well. It's absolutely beautiful. So let's go for a ride or get some pictures of this thing. Let's do it. It's just crazy that you're sitting on this side.
It's a different side.
Sir, please. This thing sounds crazy. It's like a race car. Oh my god, that thing is crazy. It's setting off car alarms legitimately. Oh my god, that thing is so cool. Alright, so for this shoot, this is actually the second shoot that I'm doing with my personal 1DX Mark III cameras. These are brand spanking new, not one scratch on them. That will change very quickly. And I'm kind of doing a simple shoot since it's just me and JT, and I'm just doing this kind of stuff solo. It's gonna be the 135 f2, which is actually also brand new. Unfortunately, I dropped my other one and I broke it. The other lens is the 35mm 1.4. So super simple. I just walk backward and forward to zoom. They're prime lenses. I'm just going to get kind of the bread and butter shots here. I'm not going to go for anything crazy. I'm not going to do any pan or action shots. So these two lenses are more than enough. How does it feel to drive it again?
I love it. I love the sounds, how it pulls.
It's actually pretty fast, huh?
Yeah. And I would like to thank my wife for understanding of my hobby.
I think I think we all have to thank our wives or significant others for letting us do what we love to do. So we're actually parked here at City Hall. See, City Hall. I'm gonna pick this car apart, and the best way to explain it is that there's so many cool details on this car. I kind of just have to spend my time to break it up into pieces in terms of like, hey, it's the badges, hey, it's the front, and it's just the front half of the car, or it's wheel detail or taillight detail and engine detail. There's just so many little things. Like, I love this detail here on this car. I think it's so cool looking, just because newer cars just don't have that kind of shape, obviously because of safety and all of that. The wheels are amazing on this thing. Can you pop the engine bay actually?
Yes. And shout out to my coworker who helped me to install the engine 4 years ago.
Shout out to everybody that JT actually is friends with, and the whole Filipino gang, including Dennis and everyone for helping out. So like this motor, what I love about the old school motors, they just have so much detail that I can focus on. For example, you have the obviously they're not air cleaners, they're velocity stacks. The carb area, there's some cool pictures to be had. While I love photographing new cars, old cars definitely have a place in my heart. Look how cool that oil cap is, and on top of that, the valve cover is just so beautiful. There's a great texture on it. It doesn't need to be perfect. This is a driver, you know, it's not a show car. You drive it everywhere.
It's a show car 2 years ago, but I drive it to work.
Oh man, this is not a bad commuter car for sure. Definitely gonna concentrate on that, and then we'll do one more location and we'll finish up this shoot. All right, so JT just informed me that he paid, how much did you pay for this thing?
It's $800 for that Sprinter strip.
Just for this?
Yes.
So $400 each?
Yes, it is brand new.
Are you crazy,
from
sir?
Spain.
On eBay or what?
It's in eBay, but he's from Portugal, Spain.
You're telling me this thing, because it's a new old stock, huh?
It's a new and old stock, yeah.
$400 each, $800 for both sides. That's love right there, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so as we're shooting, JT's actually remembering a lot of interesting things. These are kind of the stories that I like. So we actually had a chance to go to the Nissan Zama Heritage Collection, and I had a chance to see the real Hakosuka GTRs, like in brand new condition, right? But the crazy thing about it is they actually had metal fenders like this from the factory. I didn't know.
Yeah, the Toyota selling those in the 90s, I believe.
So these are actual Toyota
That's
ones.
Toyota, yeah.
And so how much did you pay for these ones?
I paid 4 years ago. It was $500, friend of mine. But now in eBay it costs about $1,800 for the whole set.
$1,800 for all four
For
corners.
all 4 corners, metal players.
But they're actual real Toyota ones. That's
Yes,
why.
yes, made by Toyota.
Man, this thing is just getting pricier and pricier. I don't even know what to say.
This one is about $700 right now.
Just for those.
Just for the
mirrors.
Toyota.
It's crazy. Huh. Craigslist be like,
And the bumpers, especially for Trueno, cost me about $1,000 from Spain, in Portugal.
wow. Okay. So that's kind of that's a part that's really fun for you, huh? Looking for all these rare parts.
Yes, and it's made by Toyota.
I mean,
Brand new in the box.
because without the internet, you wouldn't be able to find these.
No, no, it's not.
So pretty much the last shot of the day, I'll do one more shot just around the corner through this alley. This is a very, very perfect location to kind of explain, showing the shape of this car. There's a very nice horizon line here, see? So the horizon over here is really nice and straight, and what's happening is you can see on the side of the car, it's just lighting it, and it's perfectly kind of showing just a minor shape of this beautiful build here. Thank you so much. Good. So we're good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll send you all the pictures. Thanks again, as always. Yeah. Good to see you.
See you too.
Yeah.
Shout out to G2 Graphics for doing my livery.
Oh. Let's hear it on the way out. Sounds so good. Oh my god, that guy's insane. Thanks again for watching Hoonigan Autofocus. I hope you guys like what we're doing over here. We definitely try to push showing different kinds of car culture as well as photography. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff. See you guys in the next video.